Hey there, James Preston with you on 𝐾𝐞 TV for the Tech Beat, your one-stop shop for the latest from the world of tech. Each week we'll cover the latest tech news, reviews, product launches, insights from tech experts and tech innovators. In today's show, Twitter introduces a new feature for iOS users. We also take a look into the world of artificial intelligence, and the billionaire space race might not just be for the benefit of Bezos and Branson. It could actually have positive ramifications for you and I. But let's first start with a concerning new piece of spyware. Throughout the past week, almost all news headlines have talked about the NSO Group and a piece of spyware called Pegasus. Pegasus is a spyware developed by a private contractor for use by government agencies. It infects a target's phone and sends back data, including photos, messages, and audio or video recordings. The developer of Pegasus is an Israeli company called the NSO Group, who, according to their website, create technologies that assist government agencies to prevent the likes of terrorism and crime. On the surface, that sounds fine, but the NSO Group has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons over the past week. Forbidden Stories, an organisation of journalists that works on stories after the original reporters have been silenced in some way, has developed Project Pegasus, which is an investigative report. The report reveals that everyone from an Arab royal family to top business honchos has been targeted by Pegasus in a stealthy way by installing data-encrypted corruption devices into phones of targets across many countries. Among those targeted are rights activists, journalists, politicians and government officials. French President Emmanuel Macron, whose phone had been targeted by Morocco, is among the potential targets, and naturally, details of the investigation have caused a huge stir across Europe, the Middle East, and even globally. Incredibly, NSO Group has simply dismissed the report, stating, "In light of the recent planned and well-orchestrated media campaign led by Forbidden Stories and pushed by specialist interest groups, NSO is announcing it will no longer be responding to media inquiries on this matter." It further clarified that NSO is a technology company and does not operate the system, nor has access to the data of its customers. It's a response that doesn't exactly instill confidence in the company or its operations for many, and there's even reports that versions of iOS may well be vulnerable to Pegasus infiltration. To be on the safe side, it's important to keep your phone up to date. This will ensure that your phone is susceptible to fewer exploits, as updates are continually patched out by phone manufacturers. There's also the standard set of security best practices that we should all focus on. As part of that, you can use strong and unique passwords, preferably with a password manager. You can also turn on encryption, and of course, don't click on any links from strangers or strange links more generally. Amnesty International has also released a tool to check if your phone has been affected. Alongside the tool is a great set of instructions, which should help you through the technical checking process. Amnesty International is a part of the group that helped break the news of journalists and, of course, also heads of state being targeted by NSO's government-grade spyware Pegasus. First the Trojan, now Pegasus. What is it with horses and security breaches? Time now for a very short break on 𝐾𝐞 TV. Hope you're enjoying the Tech Beat. And after the break, we take a look at the latest feature announced by Twitter for its iOS users.
Crypto Talk by 𝐊𝐚𝐥. The crypto market has been red hot given the Bitcoin rally since the past year. And now the most famous cryptocurrency has got competitors: Dogecoin and Ethereum. If the crypto market excites you, tune in with me, Sage, to know the latest developments about the existing digital currencies and the new ones that are joining the race. I'll help you understand the opportunities and the risks the crypto market has in store for you. For all the digital currency related developments, continue watching Crypto Talk by 𝐊𝐚𝐥.
Welcome back to 𝐾𝐞 TV. James Preston with you live from our studios in Sydney. It's great to have your company. I'm your exclusive tech guide for today as we unveil the very first edition of the Tech Beat. In our first segment before the break, we discuss ways to keep yourself safe from spyware like Pegasus, which has emerged as quite a shocking revelation in the world of technology. But let's move on now to the world of social media. Last year, Twitter's Chief Product Officer, 𝐊𝐴𝐴 𝐵𝐾𝐴 confirmed that Twitter was, quote, exploring a new idea of adding a dislike button to the app. Twitter is testing a way to downvote replies on iOS. Some iOS Twitter users will see up and down votes on comments as part of research to understand the types of replies that users find relevant. The voting buttons will be thumbs or arrows according to a graphic that was shared by Twitter. Twitter said downvotes will not be visible to other users and won't change the order of replies, but in the announcement the company was clear this was not a dislike button. Presently, Twitter allows users to hide individual replies to their tweets so that other users need to click if they wish to read them. Alright, time now for another very short break on the Tech Beat. On the other side of the break, we discuss how Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson's stint in space is actually making our lives better.
Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
Where the property market is headed next.
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly.
Apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
With 𝐊𝐴𝐴 TV.
Great to have your company on 𝐊𝐴𝐴 TV. I'm James Preston, your tech guide on 𝐊𝐴𝐴 TV's exclusive tech show, The Tech Beat. Before we talk about a bit of space travel, here's some breakthrough news in biology that will help predict the shape of all human proteins. Artificial intelligence will now be used to predict the shape of every protein expressed in the human body. London-based AI company DeepMind has completed research which used its AlphaFold algorithm to build the most complete and accurate database of the human proteome. The research will assist in boosting human health and preventing disease. This study underlined the importance of protein as they dictate how proteins do their jobs. Accurate prediction of a protein structure from its DNA sequence has been challenging to date. Current experimental methods to determine the shape of a single protein take months or even years in a laboratory to find. And the use of AI will definitely advance the state of scientific knowledge in this area. Moving on to the final segment of our tech show, The Tech Beat, we take a look to space. Last week we saw Amazon founder Jeff Bezos along with a 3-member crew successfully reach space and then land back on Earth within a period of 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Bezos followed Virgin Galactic's Sir Richard Branson, who also travelled to the edge of space earlier this month. With the space stints of these billionaires, the new and privatised space race has officially kick-started into overdrive. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's SpaceX has already become indispensable for delivering cargo and crew to the International Space Station. The space tourism industry is expected to grow by $5 billion by 2025. On one hand, Bezos' space tourism has taken a leap by creating space colonies to take the burden off Earth. Meanwhile, Musk wants to boost interplanetary life and take humans not just to the moon, but even as far as Mars. And these initiatives give a clear sign of how reachable space will be in the near future. With this, I can definitely see myself reporting from space for the Tech Beat in the not too distant future. That's all for me for the Tech Beat for today. I'll be back with more tech updates next Monday. Till then, keep watching 𝐊𝐴𝐴 TV live for all the latest market movements and news that matters for the day. I'm James Preston, signing off.